Hey folks, welcome back to Zolonka, and last time we finished windrowing, swathing, windrowing, because with the swath you use a swather. Break, don't drive in the field. I'm far too used to playing on a save that doesn't have crop destruction. I don't think I have crop destruction on here, but realism is key, so we won't just drive in our field. What we will do is switch the baler on and start baling. We're instantly completely full, so let's turn on automatic bale drop and then make some bales. So the plan is to bale and then wrap this grass as silage, and looks like we're going to get quite a few bales. I don't think we can change the size of the bales with this Govil baler, so we'll just end up with a heck of a lot of bales. We then need to go get ourselves a bale wrapper, and I might then get this grass, little almost postage stamp size grass field, very quickly fertilized, so that we probably need to check some other things to look for fields that need fertilizing and that kind of thing of our own, not necessarily contracts. Because I suspect there might be some more things we need to fertilize. And then maybe sleep again. Check the animals and stuff, but maybe we crack on with a bit more sleeping and a bit more progressing time, so that we can make progress, because that's what progressing time does. So a little mod update for you, and so I'm recording this on Monday evening, and you guys aren't going to see this until Wednesday, unless you're a patron person, and then you might watch it on Tuesday evening if I get it uploaded early. The mini BGA went into testing with Giants last Monday. I think it was Monday. It completed testing on about Tuesday, and then set at testing completed from then until today, Monday, where it's gone into console testing, which is a good thing because it suggests to me that it passed the first round of testing, which is shocking and amazing and slightly horrifying, because I'm amazed that there aren't any mistakes in it. But my experience, which is limited, is generally that console testing is a formality. But this is the first time that I've ever done things with textures, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. But that looks positive for things going well. So my intent is to get a preview video done for that in the next day or so. I was going to record it this evening, but I don't have a copy of it on my recording computer. It's on my laptop, and I haven't got a memory stick or anything with me to easily transfer it between the two. So, and I can't be bothered with the faff of uploading it to something to send it to myself. So, yeah. And to be honest, I'm kind of knackered, so I don't want to sit and try and record a video which is going to go up on ModHub when I'm brain dead. So, I'm hoping. Now, bear in mind, I've been waiting for this mod to get tested for 2 months, so it's not really like it's a rush. I'm hoping that it actually doesn't come out till much later in the week, and that I can get the video recorded, release it ahead of the mod coming out. So, yeah. Because I suspect some of the people that do mod reviews are going to get a bit confused by it, because it's a bit complicated for a BGA. And some of those fellows that do mod reviews sometimes struggle with non-standard mods. So yes, it would be, I think it would be beneficial for me to do that. And I know you're sitting there. I can hear you. Why haven't you done it already? Well, dear viewer, the reason I haven't done it already is because I expected it to fail testing and I expected to have to make changes, and I didn't see the point in making a video of a version that wasn't necessarily the final version because I didn't know what Giants were going to ask me to change. So yeah, it felt foolish to try and put together a video of the mod before I knew what it was actually going to be, because who knows. Yeah, essentially that's my reasoning. And I knew, well, I didn't know that, I didn't know it was going to take 2 months to be tested, but I expected it was going to take quite a while. And what I didn't want to do is, obviously I did a little bit of, hey, I'm working on this, asked a few questions, but I didn't want to put a video out and get people all excited for it and then go, well, hey, now you've got to wait 2 months. And that's why I've been really quiet about it I think anyway, I don't think I've spoken about it too much in the intervening time. I submitted it and I just kind of went quiet on it because it's taken almost 2 months. And I'm not complaining that it's taken a long time. It was submitted before the Christmas break. Giants are allowed a Christmas break. You know, it is what it is. And to be fair, I've been dealing with some shit in those 2 months. So there are days where if they sent it back to me and it had failed, it might have gone through the shredder. There are days where, oh crap, we got stuff up here. Anywho, there are certainly periods where if it had been coming out, I wasn't in a position to make a video explaining how it works. So there's that. So definitely not complaining. I think we're just going to lease this for £800. That sounds good to me. Yeah. There have certainly been periods where if it had failed, it might have sat languishing on the shelf for a bit. But oh, look, Farm Sim VR. That's kind of interesting that has made it in, because I'm playing on a not updated version of the game because I haven't loaded FS25 up on this computer since the game updated. We're playing on my laptop while I've been at home, and yeah, so it's interesting how that's made it into the game. I'm kind of confused there. Shenanigans from Giants. Shenanigans. Kind of confused how they managed to do that. To dynamically change the adverts. One moment, please. You might be able to hear. Still have a little bit of the cough remaining from having been ill. I would say 99% better now. I'm not going to put this on the front loader. We'll go in backwards. We'll back her in. Yeah, I'd say 99% better from the flu. But the cough is still there. It's still lurking around. So what we're going to do is we're going to just stack these silage bales up on the edge of the field so that I can crash into them. That sounds like a brilliant idea, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So I'm guessing it's the Y key to unload. We're probably going to struggle to neatly stack them all, but we'll do what we can. with what we have available to us. And if they're not super next to each other, does it really matter? Well, to some of you it probably does, but to me it does not. So yeah. Anywho, I guess the point of that ramble was, I think the mini BGA is close. On Wednesday, I'm hoping to record a video doing a kind of explanation of the changes that I've made to it. Hopefully that will be before it releases. I think it's unlikely to release on Tuesday, or to have released on Tuesday, because you won't be seeing this until after Tuesday. Depending on the outcome that I see on the test, on the Mod Hub page for modders, I might slip this video to Thursday, at least for YouTube release. So yeah. And I might put out the mini BGA video. So you might be watching this after you've been able to see the video on the mini BGA, because time is not linear in the world of creating videos, at least. We got a decent number of bales off of that. Yeah, so as I said, I had hoped, geez, my throat really is crackly tonight. I had hoped to record that video this evening. I realized when I was thinking about it, I don't have the version that I submitted to ModHub on this computer, and I don't have an easy way of getting it here, and I want to do a bit of prep before I record that video. I don't just want to do what I can do with a video like this and fire up Farm Sim and start playing and start rambling. So yeah. That is kind of cool, because I hadn't decided what my tutorial video was going to be for this week, and it might be that it's a video about the mini BGA, to give you guys some ideas about what I've done, because you're probably curious, maybe. So I have, sorry, I had to cough again. There are now 4 versions of the mini BGA within the mod. And so that's one is essentially the original version that came out in FS22. I think it's labeled as fast, because folks asked for a realistic version. Now the amusing thing is, if you look up the BGA that the mini BGA is based on, well, the model for the mini BGA is based on, actually, it's a BGA that's designed for horse farms, and actually it's not that far off. The amount that the original mini BGA processes for manure is not that far off how I have it set up. So for all the people that wanted a realistic one, or more realistic one, the cheaty one is realistic. Yeah, get your head around that. Sometimes what you think is realism is not realism. But so there is that version. There's a slow version. It's not labeled as realistic. It's just labeled as the mini BGA. But it's essentially a slower version. Now, my brain, the way my brain works is, if you wanted to run the mini BGA slower, you put stuff in and you let it run out, and then you put stuff in another day. But people didn't want that, so there's a slower version. And then there's fast and slow versions of what is called the Concrete Cow BGA, which has much more complex recipes. So you can't just put in, I think I've spoken about this, and you know, it's the curse of making things like this. You end up talking about stuff multiple times. So you can't just put in silage and turn the BGA on, for example. because in the real world, BGAs need they need slurry to get the fermentation going. They need silage and they need other components. So I think there's maybe a recipe which is designed to start the BGA, or maybe not actually. That might have been one of the ideas I was thinking of doing. Let's just return this. So I think you have to have slurry. Yeah, you have to have slurry or digestate to run the BGA. So you have to have a liquid medium for the fermentation to work in. And that if you use slurry, you get a more effective fermentation because you're adding in fresh stuff. If you use digestate, you get less effective and you don't actually gain digestate. So yeah, I'll explain it properly in the actual video, but it's, and then you need, I think it's 2 other ingredients. So you need a, I need to refresh myself on all the information I looked up. Essentially you need a silage type ingredient or a nutrient type ingredient. So like a silage or a potato or a sweet potato. And then you need a roughage ingredient. So it's like you're feeding a cow. So I think there was a recipe for hay. If there isn't, it didn't make it in. I can't remember. It was over 2 months ago when I was designing all of this, and I haven't really looked at it since. I submitted it and, waited, essentially. So, yeah. So how many bales did we get? Thank you, autosave. Let's say we do not turn off autosave after the last time, where it took me 3 attempts to make this video because stupidity. I don't know, where's the game info live these days? Do we even get game info these days? Statistics. Bales. Stored bales. Bales produced 10. That's not bad. 3,500 litres of silage. I'll take that, I'll take that. So let's have a quick peek at the old map. We've got weeds growing in our oat field. Ooh, the poplar needs a lot of fertilization. Okay. So let's go get some narrows. Let's take the dirt spreader to the store to get some fertilizer, and I'll see you in a moment. The cough is really kicking in this evening. So I tend to find still that it does get worse in the evenings. I will probably have a hot drink once I finish doing this to help clear things out before I go to bed. Thankfully, it's not as late as the last time I was trying to get one of these videos done. Yeah. So that's a good thing. We need to put narrows on as well, and we probably need at least 1 more bag of ferp. I'm glad I spotted that the poplar was not fertilized. That would have been a real rookie move, given that that's one of our cash crops. So let's 23 grand to repaint. Wheel weights wide, narrows. Customize, yes please. Okay, and then we will grab, let's check to see if there's any fertilizer on offer, shall we? Because I'm not averse to buying discounted fertilizer. Some trees on sale. We don't really need more trees. Some salt. Nope. So let's go back in here. and pick up. I think one big bag will probably be enough for what we need to do. We can always buy some more later. Oh, we need to attach that as well. I'm glad that went back on okay. Start the old engine up. And no, we want to go backwards. Yeah, so this is not the first video I've recorded of the evening, and my voice held up just fine for the first one, so it's kind of weird that it's really kicking now. I have eaten since, and maybe that was it, I don't know, but maybe it's because it's the second one and it's the most I've talked all day, because although I've been in work, working, I haven't actually spoken to that many people, so maybe that's it. Maybe the old voice is getting a tad tired. That could be a thing. That could be a thing. Let's not run this person over. Look at me with the not running people over and driving all over everywhere. Yeah. Let's ignore that, shall we? And, yeah. Right. As has been the case in most of the videos that I've recorded lately, I've played this weekend. I need some weight on the front of this tractor. I still played a lot of the Frontier map. Yeah, spent a lot of time playing on the Frontier map, so still really enjoying that. I'm seriously contemplating starting a series on there because I'm enjoying playing that style so much. I'm not sure how I'm going to make videos of it, but yeah, and I'm not sure when and if, and I may not. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. There's a front weight on the front of that big tractor, so we'll see. We'll see. And some of this is just me talking before you all start panicking that I'm thinking about doing even more than I struggle to do now. I have to sit and talk to you guys for a really long time to make a video, and that means I have to think of things to talk about. So, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, but it's still okay. Right. I'm going to reduce the working width a bit. It would be really nice if it actually showed me what the working width was. What about if I go into the worker? No. Okay. Can I not change the working width of this? I thought I could. I'm going to disconnect and no. Probably helps if you're on the actual implement. So 30 meters. So if we go in here and we reduce that to 30 meters. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. On. Okay. So if you're wondering why, I did say I haven't updated Farm Sim on here yet, and the update's been out for nearly a week. I haven't played Farm Sim on this computer in the time the update's been out, and I'm in a hotel now, and the hotel download speed is abysmal, and it said it was going to take 3 hours to download the update. So I felt like it really wouldn't significantly impact what I was doing to not have the update installed to make this video. So yeah. And to be honest, when I finish making this, I probably won't do it then. I'll do it when I'm at home. I'd completely forgotten that I hadn't updated Farm Sim on here. I went through and weirdly I've updated it on the computer that I very rarely play FS25 on, but not this one, which is, I don't know why. It just didn't occur to me, to be honest. Yeah. It's not like, you know, it's fixed anything groundbreaking. It seems to have caused more issues with some of the mods that I like than anything else. So yeah. That's cool. Let's go over to this field. And yep. Have I got it set there? I have. No. Oh, so YouTube has been serving me up some of the most random videos lately. I don't know how it first suggested one. I made the mistake of clicking on it. But essentially, I'm getting loads of videos about Japanese life. So the first one was a guy who lives in a micro apartment in Japan, which is an apartment which is basically the size of you. I think you could basically fit 2 beds in it and it would be full. So he has a bed in it. He has a micro bathroom and kitchenette and a washing machine and a desk, and that's his whole apartment. And then because I watched that, YouTube is just serving me up just endless amounts of videos about random Japanese living things. Yeah, I had no idea. People live in internet cafes in Japan. I mean, not by choice necessarily. It's kind of like alternative to homelessness. But it's interesting. Yeah, it's really quite weird, kind of sad in a way, I guess, because it's not necessarily by choice. Some of that one of the channels, the guy was doing it by choice because basically he was trying to save up to buy a van to do van life. Yeah, it's interesting. There is everything on YouTube, isn't there? I have no idea, as I said, how I got into that rabbit hole, and how the algorithm recommended that to me. But we went in the rabbit hole, and I'm now having to clean up my recommendations. So this is an interesting one. I saw it. Someone commented on it on. I was watching a Timberborn fans will probably be aware of JC the Beard. Farm Sim fans won't be, but he's one of the more popular Timberborn creators, and he was doing a stream, and people were asking him to play other games, and were then talking about having to feed the algorithm, and it's that whole interesting thing that actually the algorithm works for you, the viewer, not me, the creator, mostly. So, as I said, I have polluted my algorithm, because YouTube thinks now that I want to watch this type of video. So it's pushing loads of different types of content around this, and it's not that the creators have done something spectacular to make me want to watch this. It's that I've engaged with that content, and yeah, it's always an interesting one when people say that the creator has to do it because of the algorithm. It's the audience that feeds the algorithm, and someone else was saying that why is my feed showing this type of video and not this type of video? Well, it's like, it's what you're clicking on. So, if your feed is full of midget videos, I'm not going to say the word in the middle because that might affect monetization. And it's what you're clicking on. It's not because of it is the algorithm, but it's what you're telling the algorithm you like. And I'm not judging you because you enjoy that. That's up to you, But yeah. On a different note, we've got 12 grand's worth of lettuce out there. And actually, it's a pretty good price. I'm not going to take it to bloody Erlengratt. But if we look at the value at all stations, we can still get nearly over 12 grand at the farmer's market. So We should take advantage of that, because we can use that to, I'm just thinking, I was going to say pay down the loan, but actually we still got a decent amount of pig food, so and maybe we buy a couple of adult pigs? Question mark. To start getting some piglets. I should really install auto load. I should really install auto load at this point. I shall get this loaded up. I shall check how much I've got recorded, and I will be back with you in a moment. Well, the wool and the goat's milk are also worth about $5,000, so we've got a decent amount of money on the back of the trailer. So let's get this sold. I think I might pay off a bit of the loan, actually, or maybe we pick up another bag of pig's food and get some more pigs. Or not. Well, none of you saw that, did you? Unless I maybe used it for the thumbnail. As an experiment. Remember, folks, all of those are controlled stunts on a closed set. No equipment or actors were harmed in the production of that stunt. Yeah, I do wonder, maybe we grab some more pig food. We'll see if the shop will put it on the trailer for us. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? And maybe pick up a couple of adult pigs. So I've heard that allegedly there is a new BGA coming available on the market soon, and having more manure and slurry would be handy. So yeah, I'm thinking that that might be a good idea. Or we need to go to the dairy to sell the goat's milk, don't we? But thankfully that's just across the way there, so that's not a problemo. Yeah, so I'm thinking that that might be a good idea. Because obviously we will be purchasing a BGA once it becomes available. That's why we've made silage as well. So there we go. It's a nice little bit of cash. Allegedly about another 20 grand will see us able to purchase a BGA. So yeah, I think let's head back to the farm shop, pick up some more pig food, add a couple more pigs, and I think then I'll sleep and we'll have a little look at the farm. Maybe push ahead to June and see what June looks like. Or see if there are any interesting jobs on the contractual market. Although I am, as I said, keen to just push through time. So yeah, let's have a quick. Nope. Big bags. Pig food. Let's buy 2. Yes, we will get the stall to load these on the trailer for us, and I will see you back at the farm. We're not back at the farm, but I've seen that ad again for FarmSim VR, and I'm curious, how many of you have got a Facebook VR headset thingy? That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Who's going to go out and buy a many hundreds of pounds, dollars, or euros VR headset so you can play FarmSim VR? Yep, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. It seems like a very niche thing to develop a VR game for. Now, I have no knowledge of any of this. This is purely me speculating. I wonder if Meta sponsored it in any way to try and push sales of the hardware. I can't imagine FarmSim is really going to push sales of the Meta VR thingy, but it seems kind of weird that they went with just that one. So I don't know. What kind of pigs do we have at the moment? Black pied. So let's get a couple of Berkshires to mix in. Berkshires. But can you only buy the 3 months? Okay, so did we buy them at the max age? I don't know. Fair enough. I'm going to buy another 10. Yeah. So currently we have a decent amount of slurry and stuff, but more would be more gooder. Yes, yes. Soybeans are growing, but I think now we're going to sleep until the morning and see what the morrow brings us. Should have probably checked the animals and things, but oh well, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Right, let's have a quick look. So these guys are absolutely fine for food and straw and things. These guys are okay for everything. How's the greenhouse looking? Greenhouse could do with some more water. How's the farm looking? We do need to do some more fertilization. Let's go check on the growth state of the oat field, because I am worrying about getting the second fert layer on there. So we've got a couple more growth states, so we're okay. But probably next month we're going to want to fertilize that again. Let's tuck the trailer in there. And we'll grab the water trailer. Seems to be how we like to end videos, with filling up the water. Come on, I can reverse a trailer, honest. I really should just put a water point on the farm at this point. There are several mods which let you get water for free. You know, it helps if you attach. There we go. Right, let's go over to the pond. Yeah. Let's go. So once we get the BGA, actually what we might do is just pay down the loan. Finances. It's rather a large loan. Once we get the BGA, we should be able to start knocking that back pretty quick. Hopefully the pigs start pooping out lots. Nope, that's not what we're meant to do. Let's have a quick look at the old contracts. Fertilizing, stone picking. No, not really, thank you. Yeah, so I think we will top up the water and everything and skip ahead to June, see how the farm's looking, and probably call it a day. I think we'll do that. And yeah, see what we're going to end up doing in the next video. Have a feeling we're going to be fertilizing a couple of fields. I'd like to get the poplar fertilized and finish getting the oats fertilized. I think the soybeans were okay, weren't they? Yeah. So I kind of like that you can see as well where they're grazing, the goats are grazing the grass, and it's taking some of the harvest ready state away, or goats and sheeps. And they've got full food, or not full food. They've got a decent amount of food. We are going to top up their water, so that that's full as well. Just because it seems like an easy thing to do while we've got the tank full of water behind us. There we go. So if I check time-saving stock check, I can see how much grass we've got. It's not fertilized yet. We're not going to actually do anything with it until we get the BGA. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's sleep again. And we should hopefully be able to then fertilize the other 2 fields again, which we'll do next time, I think. I'm not going to worry about the weeds because till I do the testing that I need to do of how much does applying herbicide affect yield, I'm kind of just thinking that we're going to go with not bothering. So we've already got 7 grand's worth of lettuce, a couple of grand's worth of goat's milk. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, the oats are looking good. The oats are looking good. And that means we should be able to fertilize those. Oh, well, that's a bit of a change, isn't it? The oak trees are looking rather nice. We've got a tiny bit of manure. We've got pigs. So that explained why the pigs we've got are so small. Just because that's all you can buy, which is a bit frustrating. Poplar's got a long way to go, so we've got plenty of time to fertilise that. But yeah. And the grass is ready to be done next time. In July. Open up the greenhouse. Looks to me like you should be able to. I guess not. Oh well. Anywho, I think that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. So yeah, next time we will fertilize those fields and probably push through to July. And I think in July the oats will be ready. Let's just have a quick look at the calendar. Is that even possible? Yeah. So, and then what I might do though is hang on and harvest them in August, because the soybeans we can't harvest until October, and we want to hang on to the harvesting kit once we lease it, I think. So we might just leave them at harvest ready, is my thought. Let's have a quick peek in the sales before we finish, actually, just see if there's anything interesting that we might want for next time. Liquid fertilizer, and we've not really got it. Pig food at 40% off. Can we buy? No, we can only buy the one at the sale price. We will buy that. We'll go pick that up next time. Yes, please. But otherwise, that will be everything for today, folks. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. I will see you all next time.